Hey Aries, I'm really excited to be doing your December 2019 psychic forecast with the tarot. I'm just tuning into your energy right now, and I've already got messages coming through around the nature of December and what it really is offering you and how to really work best with the energies that are being presented to you at this time. So I'm really picking up that it's a time where you need to just take stock, really pause, take a breath, reflect, contemplate on all of the incredible work you've done this year and the incredible amount of self-change that you have been engaging with. I can really feel how much fight you have in you right now. And I'm getting just messages from spirit that you're gonna need that fight in 2020, but this last month of 2019 is really just about, like I said, taking a breath, integrating what you have already, integrating the ground that you have already covered, and really not trying to push too much of a personal agenda at this time, really just being okay with things that are present and really enjoying what is present. So enjoying whatever December has to offer you, whether that's socializing or eating really good food, kind of just getting back to basics and really getting in touch with what you're grateful for right now. And yeah, I think there's a really strong message from spirit coming through around try not to focus on your suffering right now, or try not to, I know that might be hard, try not to suffer over your suffering. So if you've been, I know that you've been having themes all this year that you've been really working with and really engaging with doing that work, which is incredible, and you've covered so much ground, you have progressed so far in your position. And yet, sometimes we need a break from that stuff. Sometimes we can't be going 100 miles an hour in this, in this self-development stuff, because we need to take time to integrate, and we need to take time to actually just have fun, to actually just enjoy life, and to connect back in with the actual reason that we're doing this work anyway, which is to experience, a greater level of wholeness, a greater level of enjoyment, greater level of fulfillment and gratitude. So yeah, that's really an overall message. Maybe just relax a bit if you can. Still, work out or do whatever you enjoy doing that keeps you kind of active and such, but maybe just, give yourself a break with any kind of, shadowy work that you might be engaging with, if that feels right to you. Obviously, listen to your own intuition and do you. However, I think there's this real message from spirit to not push beyond where you are right now, not to try and move beyond that too fast, because actually where you are right now is very valuable, and there's still more to integrate, and there's still more coming for you for sure. And so sometimes we need to fill our cup with, fun and lightness and celebration and enjoyment and pleasure, so that we are more energized for, the coming challenges that we will inevitably face. Okay, so I hope that made sense, and I'm going to basically cover December in 5 ways. So we'll do a general energy to start out with for your December month. Then we'll do week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. And that's going to be it, all right? Cool. So, general energy for Aries. And then I think I'm just going to get them all out right now. This is your week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. All right, so move these over a little bit. Hopefully. Okay, so tuning into your general energy of, yes, December, yes, this is exactly what I was feeling in that little channel that I just did. So basically it's really a time with this King of Cups for emotional fulfillment. And like I said, fulfilling that cup, filling your internal cup, your soul bowl, whatever you like to call it, filling it with goodness, with enjoyment, with pleasure, with fun, with purpose, with excitement, with lightness, with celebration, with friends, all of those sorts of things. Because you know what? You're really in an incredibly foundational phase of your life right now. You're really embodying, really laying a very stable foundation for yourself, whatever it is that you would like to ascend into, like whether that's your career, whether that's a relationship, definitely indicated. But just right now, December is, it's just about staying grounded, and it's about keeping on laying that foundation and keeping on focusing on the goodness, keep focusing on the pleasure, keep focusing on the relationships, the friendships that fulfill you. And yes, like I said, just taking a breather from doing any intense work, because when we engage with such deep shadow sort of style work, it can really unground us. It can really rip our foundations from us, tower moments. And I think you've experienced a lot of tower moments this year in 2019. So December is really just the month to lay that foundation for 2020 and be grateful for, what you've done this year and really the progress that you have made. Okay, so week 1. Ooh. Oh my gosh, you guys, week 1, I think you could be meeting someone. So we have the Lovers, we have the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is very romantic, very lovey-dovey, lots of feelings coming forward. I'm really picking up that if you're in a relationship already, there's going to be quite a deepening of that connection, or you're just going to feel really flirty in December, especially the first week. You might, want to stay single, so this could just indicate, you might be meeting some new people that you find very cool. It could indicate friends as well, because the Lovers can just be any kind of relationship or union. It can even be your relationship with yourself is deepening. So I'm kind of reading this as you're going to either meet someone and it becomes a love situation quite quickly, or there's a lot of potential in people that you meet right now at this time. There's a lot of potential even in friendships and such to make them kind of more and more fulfilling. Definitely first week of December, watch out for any love interests, or if you're in a relationship already, then, be open to being charmed and falling in love with them all over again. Be open to that. Be open to sort of getting that honeymoon energy back into a connection if it's gone a bit stale. Yes, but if you're inquiring about love, wow, you're in for it, seriously. So that could be really helpful for you in terms of focusing on that pleasure side of life if you have, this new love interest to really fuel that fire. All right, so let's go into week 2. Okay, so we have the 6 of Swords and the 6 of Cups. How interesting. So this is basically saying the second week of December, you're going to really be able to get a perspective on things that have happened to you in life, especially your childhood, even just your past in general. I'm hesitant to even say when, but you're basically going to be reflecting on your past and having a real sense of forgiveness, having a real sense of open-heartedness. I'm even reading for some of you, this is about an old relationship, an old love situation that through possibly your encounters in the first week, you're able to get a really different perspective on things, really access forgiveness, and really move forwards, because the 6 of Swords is talking about a perspective that is very, very distant, or that is very from the highest perspective we have available to us spiritually. So you're really going to be able to tap into that, possibly offer that to other people. Other people may be coming to you and really needing your advice or your reflection on certain aspects of their life, and you're really going to be able to offer that, and you're really going to be able to connect in with your inner wisdom in week 2 and really, like I said, just almost embody forgiveness, embody what forgiveness offers us, and really broadcasting that out into the world. And it's just going to make you feel like very light in your heart. Like if there's been issues that have felt quite heavy in your heart, then there's going to be a very fast lightening up there. Yeah, okay, week 3. Okay, so week 3, there may be a little bit of heartbreak coming up. Maybe this is a follow-on from this 6 of Cups. So the forgiveness was evoked, but however, maybe there was a little bit of stagnant energy that still needed to be felt through. So this is going to come up for you possibly in week 3. Or there may be someone having problems in love. Like it doesn't even have to be you, but you might be really supporting someone through that and really like counseling them almost through that. Or it might be you. But through this whole progression, you're going to learn about new ways of communicating, and you're going to feel really confident to bring that out into the world. You're going to like learn the benefits of what communicating in the relational space really offers us. You're going to be very, oh sorry, I bumped the tripod. You're going to be very communicative, very authentic, very honest and upfront. And this might put some people on edge if they're kind of wanting to, you know, stay in the dark, and you're kind of just like shedding light on something that you just see, you know, you just see it and you say it. So yeah, maybe watch out for like stepping on people's toes unintentionally in the 3rd week. And yeah, just remember to have compassion for where people are at. I think that this is not so much your energy as someone in your life is going to sort of challenge you with that. And maybe it's almost like a test whether you get sucked back into drama or whether you sort of stand firm and remove yourself from sort of petty situations that kind of take up a lot of your time but don't really like serve you or don't really go, like they never kind of are resolved anyway. Yeah, Spirit's just saying really be assertive, maintain your boundaries in the 3rd week, and know that like someone else's story is not your story. So someone else's decision does not have to impact you necessarily. It might, but necessarily it doesn't. You don't have to take on that sort of emotional burden from other people. And also vice versa, you know, it always goes both ways. So maybe just watch out for emotional dumping, whether you're the dumping ground or you're doing the dumping, you know. It's easily done. So yeah, things are going to be perhaps definitely, there's going to be movement though. Like I'm not seeing stagnancy at all in December for you. I'm seeing a lot of movement, a lot of processing. Like I'm seeing this is really getting processed. Whatever from your past needed to be healed or forgiven, you know, it might bring up some of that grief. It might bring up some of that heartbreak, but ultimately there's going to be a lot of movement, a lot of alchemy, and able to really stand in your truth and be honest, you know, and really feel heard. You're going to really feel heard. If you speak up for yourself, you're going to really feel heard in the 3rd week of December. Seen and heard in relationship. Okay, let's check on the 4th week. Oh, wow. So the 4th week of December, we have the Tower and we have the Page of Pentacles. So I was already picking up that your 2019 year has had a lot of Tower moments in it for you. And it's not easy. I'm kind of reading this as like your ideas around career or around work might be shaken up for you in the 4th week of December. You might have this new inspiration come through, which means that you have to abandon old plans. There may just be this element of just really changing direction really fast. Like you think you're going north and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I actually have to go south now. You know what I mean? Like really just doing a 180 on yourself almost and moving forwards in a new way. Because I'm picking up that this Page of Pentacles, for some reason, it wasn't serving you. And this may only become clear as you actually live this month, you know, as you embody these energies. I'm just reading though that don't work yourself into the ground in December. You know, like I was saying, maybe rest, relax, focus on pleasure, because I think that part of this Tower moment might be contributed to just pushing yourself too hard and really like like I said, really pushing forcefully an agenda or trying to move beyond where you actually are and kind of like tripping over yourself a bit. So I'm going to clarify this tower for you guys because, you know, it's a bit of an intense energy to end on. Okay, yeah, so the Emperor in reverse. So this is telling me that this is really about you surrendering control. You need to surrender control, surrender the idea of that like only you know best. I know that sounds funny, but in terms of, how do I articulate this? In terms of like, so ask yourself this question of like, why do I think this shouldn't be happening in the 4th week of December? That's really what Spirit's asking you to do, is to really check in with yourself. Why do I think this shouldn't be happening? Or why do I think that this should be happening? And really surrendering this idea of like control and control over our own life, and really surrendering to hidden forces that are actually guiding us to something much bigger than what we can even perceive right now. Yeah, and it's really asking you in a way to give up authority. I'm hearing give up authority over a situation, or control over a person, or control even over your destiny. Like, I think you are steering your own ship a little bit too tightly. It's a hard energy to articulate, but it's going to become very clear to you. And I don't think it's anything to be afraid of. It's just like a practice of surrender. You will be shown how to surrender, basically. Surrender to something bigger than you and feel supported in that, you know, because this is all trying to rip from you, you working too hard, you like stressing your body through the amount of like hours that you're putting in to whatever it is. Like, it might be healing, it might be whatever. And sometimes like we just can't keep pushing. Sometimes we need to just like surrender and let go. And that's the most wise thing you can do. All right, so we're going to do a little oracle card just as like, you know, just your focus card this month. Peace. Oh, look. There is no need to worry, as everything is working out beautifully. There you go, Aries. I really hope that this reading resonated with you. I'm really excited to start doing these astrological sign readings. So yeah, love it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.